page real quick. Just double check. I got you. Here we go. Give it just here it is. Yep.
All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash.
Also, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. And, through the Spirit, I ended up linking up with the brother Rapaya. And, we chilled out, ate a little bit, talked for some time. And one of the things, we talked about several different things, but I'll say this, to kind of capture the whole, conversation that we had, the main, lesson is what? Taking heed to the Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's very, very important. This is something that I've been talking about with the class that I run on Thursdays. I've been telling brothers about that. Take heed to the Spirit. Okay, I throw it in group me, just randomly. Okay, and I tell brothers often, right? Even a few Thursday classes, that this truth is more than just knowing precepts. Okay, cursing out, Esau and the black woman all day. It's more to it, man. Okay, and with that being said, you need to listen to what the Spirit's saying, and the Spirit can talk to you in different ways. Okay, one, okay, the Lord can put things in your mind. That's first and foremost. Secondly, you have what? The men around you. Okay, the prophets that are speaking to you, right? They're telling you about things, and that's really the Lord, telling you a message, man. So take heed to what the brothers are saying, whether it be directly or indirectly as well, too. Okay, because not everything is going to necessarily be, directed towards you right then and there, like, hey, brother, blah 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 blah. No, sometimes all of a sudden you're watching a video, and then the apostles or maybe whoever you're watching, maybe an older brother, whatever, they start talking about something. You're like, damn, well, shit, I'm doing that. I need to stop. It hits you right away. You're like, shit, I'm getting cut.
Yep.
All right. Or, brothers can be in a lesson that all of a sudden a couple things get brought up and you're like, damn, well, I am doing this or I'm not doing this.
Right.
I need to get on it. I need to get on top of these things. Okay. So the Spirit can speak to you in multiple ways, or even, through people of this world, little signs on maybe like a billboard or a bus, etc., man. Okay.
Right, because the Lord designed all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So is the Lord speaking to you, either through men, like the brother brought up signs. All right, you need to be in the Spirit to catch these things, man. This is the book of Job, chapter 33, verse 14. For the Most High speaketh once, twice, yet man perceiveth it not, man. Because they're not in the Spirit. All right. They're wrapped in the cares of this world, man, oblivious to it.
Yeah.
But that's why you got to walk in the Spirit, man. You see, so you can recognize these things, all right, and receive what the Lord is really ultimately telling you, man.
That's right.
And
the Lord can come in so many different ways. We just named a few things.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you're not in the Spirit, you're not going to see these things or hear these things.
Right.
And then that's going to mess you up later down the line, man. You can get jacked up for these things.
Yeah.
Okay? You can get jacked up for these things because you didn't, follow what the Spirit said.
Yeah.
Because I know this happens to me a lot. Lord may, for lack of words, and for just a quick example, Lord may tell me to take a left, I may take a right. And all of a sudden, I go through some, just some small BS because I took the right instead of the left.
Right.
That happens often, man. Okay? All right? So, just really, really pay attention to what's going on. Everything is spiritual. That's something that the brother Yuana always says. Everything's spiritual. Everything's a test.
Absolutely.
Okay, he's been saying that for years now.
Yeah.
And it is, man.
It's true.
Every single thing is spiritual. Nothing is done by coincidence.
No.
No, it was planned by Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay,
Yeah, everything.
so you better be in the spirit to receive, the messages that are sent to you, man. Okay,
Right.
because if not, you can get the boot for that, man. You can get the boot that quick.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing. All right, you got something else?
Yeah, 1 John 2:6. He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk, even as he walked. And the Lord was in the spirit. He didn't deal with women, all right. He didn't deal with the cares of this world. No, man. He was all about his Father's business, man. You see, and we have to follow, like Paul said, be a follower of me as I'm a follower of Yahweh Shai. So we got to follow in that same stead, man. Being in the spirit, that's the name of the game. Being in the spirit, man. All right, because if you're not walking in the spirit, hey, you're gonna get jacked up. All right, you're gonna take the wrong turn, and it could be your demise, or it could be some great punishment, man. All right, take heed to these things. This is Galatians 5:16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh, man. Because all this shit out here is to tempt you, man. It's temptations, all right, to distract you, all right, from the real message that's there. Because everything's spiritual, man. If you're watching, all right, if you're looking for it in the spirit, you see. But if you're what's the word, occupied, in folly, in the cares of this world, you're not going to see the message, man. But you definitely will get that punishment, man. That punishment. The Lord will jack you up. Said, no, you should have turned that way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a learning lesson, you see. Because a just man, he falls, 7 times, but he gets back up, man. You don't want to be that guy that doesn't get back up. You know what I mean?
That's right. You can keep reading, actually.
Verse 17. Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh.
So it's a warfare, man.
All day.
All right. Your flesh is gonna want to do one thing. Spirit's gonna say no. Do another thing.
Right.
And the scriptures talk about what you have to put your flesh
Under subjection.
under subjection.
Yep.
Okay. So you got to learn how to control your flesh.
Yeah.
All right. How to say no to it, basically.
Exactly.
Okay. And it's hard. It's not easy. It's really not.
But you could do it with
Yep.
prayer and fasting.
Yep. That's right.
Prayer and fasting.
That's a heavy thing, fasting.
Yeah.
We're talking about that Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Fasting is a very spiritual act.
Yeah.
It's a very spiritual act, and we, as the hopeful elect, need to be fasting more and praying more.
Well, the scripture says fasting
Mhm.
often.
That's right.
Because some demons, you can't get rid of them unless you're fasting and praying with that combo.
Yep.
You see? Because when you fast and you pray, the Lord comes for your words, man. He comes for your words. You see? And hey, you need help with something, the Lord will help you, man.
Yep. So these things are needed in our walk.
Right.
They're much needed.
Absolutely.
All right. Every single one of us need to do these things often.
Yeah.
All right. And look, those when you fast, revelations start coming to you. The Lord starts revealing. He sups with you more.
Clarity.
Yep.
You start picking up things in the spirit then. You know?
That's right.
Like, oh, now I see it, Now you get it.
Yep. But your flesh is gonna scoff it. So the flesh wants to what? Eat.
Right.
Drink a bunch of water. Have some, some wine, maybe some liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to have sex. You know what I mean? That's what it wants to do. It wants to be, in comfort.
Right.
But you got to fight it being comfortable in the flesh, man. Feed your spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Feed the spirit, and that'll allow you to have a more of a bond with Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Because when you're cutting off the flesh, you actually are becoming more spiritual. You're getting more connected with the Most High, man.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's more.
Can you read it from
Yeah.
the top of 17?
Yeah, you got it. Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other.
Yep, they're contrary. All right, they're two sides of the spectrum.
Right.
So there's always going to be a clash.
Right.
And then just a side note, with that being said, are you going to win every time? No,
Right.
you're not. You're not. But you as an individual have to do what? Get back up and keep fighting.
You gotta bounce back, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, keep going.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Exactly.
You see?
And look, this flesh is weak. All right. Your spirit wants to do all sorts of, righteous things, but that flesh hinders you. This is why we need deliverance, not only from Esau, but really ourselves first and foremost.
From these chains of darkness, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is a constant battle. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
There's a member in me, like Paul said. It says scripture in the grave.
But yeah, this is the first prison, man. Okay, so we need deliverance from this, so we can really live in the spirit 100%.
Right.
And really be, connected to our power 100%. And it's coming. That's the second covenant right there.
That's the second covenant. Yes.
That's the second covenant.
Right, where the laws, the statutes, and commandments are written in the hearts of us Israelites, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, and you speckled birds. All right, so that we'll never sin, we'll never transgress these laws again, ever, man. And our power, Yahweh, our Heavenly Father, will be before us always, man. You see, because right now He's turned away from us, and that's why Yahweh Shai is our mediator. He was that perfect sacrifice to bring us back to the Heavenly Father, and His way is the only way. So that's why we got to walk as He did, in the Spirit. You see.
Mm-hmm. Got something?
No, I was looking for. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
But yeah, I'm gonna just keep reading a little bit more in that Galatians 5, and let me know.
Oh, okay, I'm there too.
Con.
Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, this is Galatians 5:18. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanliness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, reveling, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in times past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. All right, these are just wicked works right there. And look, the Lord's going to put signs in front of you, all right, to tell you to stop these things. Now, it could come through multiple things. You could be reading, and you get cut, like, oh, you know what? I have been doing this. I need to stop. Or, you know what? I need to step my game up in this field. You could have a brother talk to you. You could be listening to a lesson. There could be signs, on the, like we were saying, on the bus, on the billboard, right? But if you're not in the spirit, you're not going to be taking heed to these things.
Mm-mm.
And the Lord's trying to show you, hey, do this, do that. But since you're not, in tune with the spirit and what's going on, now you're going, down the, a slippery slope.
Right.
And you're going to stumble, fall, and get, eventually get put to death, man, if you keep, falling down that, that path.
Yep.
Okay? So listen to the spirit and what's going on. Okay? It's very, very important.
Oh, yeah.
And the spirit's heavy, man. The spirit's very heavy. Okay? All of a sudden, you'll have the apostles talk about something. One topic. Then all of a sudden, brothers from maybe like Florida might say something about that particular subject. All of a sudden, it's in LA. All of a sudden, you're talking about it in Chicago. You're like, God damn. Holy shit, it's all happening at once. This is the spirit speaking. Right. Okay? And you better take heed of what the hell is being said. Because if not, shit, man. It might be too late for you then. By the time you realize it.
Yeah.
Okay? But you got I don't know.
If you want to keep reading. If not,
yeah, let me just finish it off. This is verse back in Galatians 5:22 now. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness. That's something we've been talking about past few days, man. Being humble and being meek. Okay? Because those are the ones who the Lord's going to exalt, save. Okay?
Yeah.
Who's going to give them this wisdom? All right? Not some knucklehead. All right? That thinks he knows everything. That can't be told nothing. All right?
Right.
All right, but let me keep going. Meekness, temperance, against such there is no law.
Mm.
And they that are Yahushai's have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. So you're supposed to crucify this flesh, put it in subjection. Ultimately, that's going to save you, man. At the end of the day, why please the flesh? All right. What's the point of it? What, to get temporary satisfaction? Oh, you know what? Got my rocks off. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
or oh, now my ego's still puffed up. It didn't take a hit. So on and so forth, man. Things like that. Man, get crucify the flesh, man. The hell with all that. That's vanity. Okay? It's emptiness. It's not profitable at the end of the day.
It's temporary. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's not profitable, right? You know, it's just for the moment.
Yeah.
You know,
We're looking for something that's everlasting.
right? You know,
I got a little more. I can says, if we live in the spirit, or this is Galatians 5:25. If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit.
yeah.
So that's basically going into the book of James. Boy, don't be hearers only, but doers.
Yeah, right.
Because you got a lot of guys out there, they're hearers of the word. They know scriptures. I can call this out and that out, but they're not really applying the scriptures. They're not a doer,
Mm-mm.
and that means you're what? A hypocrite now.
Yeah,
And the Lord hates hypocrites. Okay, you're a professional actor.
an actor. Yep.
That's all you are. You're a professional actor. Okay, and see you fool. You say this. You're basically trying to fool those around you. But look, you can't fool the Most High. Hey, you can fool me. You can fool this brother. You can fool the body, but you ain't fooling Yahweh Shem Shai. Goddamn it! All right, Lord's gonna pull your card, man. What does it say? All darkness shall come to light. You see?
Yeah.
All darkness is gonna come to light, whether you like it or not, man. Now let me cue. I got one more verse. Let us not be desirous of vainglory.
Ooh.
Look, man, you shouldn't want vainglory. You shouldn't. Oh, I gotta get my name out there. Man, fuck your name, man. How about that?
Yeah.
How about push the names of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai? That's what's important.
Yeah. Stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, not yours. At the end of the day, we're filthy rags, man. So who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Provoking one another to what good works, as it says.
Mhm.
Because right here it just says what? Provoking one another, but the other scriptures say what? To good works.
To good works, right?
That's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
But brother, hey, you might have a brother on your ass. You'll be like, damn, man, fucking getting cursed out all the time. He keeps nitpicking me. That's the spirit, man.
Yeah. It's the spirit. It's the Lord telling you through that man.
Yep.
But you're not in the spirit to recognize that. You know, you're thinking carnally.
And it says envying one another, and that's something that you should that you shouldn't have. You shouldn't be covetous.
No.
So what if this brother's got this position or this elder or whoever? I've been saying this for a while, man. Look, be happy where you're at, what you have, okay, and whatever role the Lord gave you, fulfill it to the best of your ability. All right. Look, man, I ain't gonna be an apostle Tahar, man, or an elder Malcolm. Nor do I want to be them, man. I don't want to look. Their shoes are too big for me to walk in. Okay, I can't walk in their shoes. I'll fall, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'll collapse. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't cross the finish line. That's just the honest truth. I couldn't deal with that. So I'm gonna let them men do their role while I do mine.
Yeah.
Okay. You see? But you got guys out there that they want that preeminence. They want that top seat. That's crazy.
Who enlarged the borders of their phylacteries and
Shit.
and their
Damn.
that's just madness, man. But you know, this is 1 Timothy 6:8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. You know what I'm saying? And also that we know and understand Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Let us glory in that. You know, nothing else, man. We got this truth. You see? Why do you want to shine, man? We'll shine when the Lord exalts us. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we're joint heirs with Him and He shares that glory with us. You know? Let's push Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Let's push the truth. Let's gather the elect, man.
That's the goal, man.
Yeah. It's not about us.
We're all working for the same penny, anyways.
Yeah. You got to be selfless, man. It's about the body. It's about Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the body of the Lord, man. His elect. You know, like the scripture says, I endure all things for the elect's sake. Man.
Yeah.
It's not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's for the elect's sake. You know?
Yeah, because men need to get built up. Men need guidance. Men need
Correction.
direction. The brother needs to, basically, sometimes he's got to cry. He
Yeah.
needs you. He needs to show
Yeah.
what is that shoulder to lean on.
Yeah.
All right. It's not about you. That's the thing about this truth. It's not about you. It's not. See,
No.
but then you got guys out there that are so fucking self-centered, man. Okay, and egotistical. But this is what it's all about. It's about them, their feelings, what they want, so on and so forth. That's madness, man. See, that's something of the world. That's what Esau teaches you. That's what Esau teaches you, to do those things. But in this truth, it's got to get all cut.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to fall sometimes? Of course. We're not perfect.
We're in
I'm
the
not
flesh.
perfect. This brother's not
Yeah.
perfect. All right? But you have to fight that fucking flesh, man,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and follow after the spirit. And look, if you don't do it, you're going to get the boot, the spiritual boot, okay?
Right.
Because, babe, you got guys dropping like flies right now, man. Lord's getting that spiritual fly swatter and just bing, bing, bing. All right? And the people are dropping, bro.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
And I hope it ain't me, man. Okay? You got some
Yeah, this is Hebrews 10:7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O power. It is written of Yahweh Shai, man. It's all about the Lord. It's not about how much you know and what your status is. Are you doing the will of the Lord? Are you a doer of the word? Are you not just hearing these things? Okay? You could know you could know all the precepts, you could know all the breakdowns, but are you applying them? You know what I'm saying? You gotta consider these things, and that's where self-examination comes in, man. You gotta examine yourself, especially when another brother is correcting you. You gotta step back and say, damn, like this is what he sees that I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I'm gonna get that scripture. But can you read that one that the brother pulled out? It's a good precept.
9:24.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
this is
I
from
Yeah, this is occupied till I come. I'll start at 23. Jeremiah 9:23. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he knoweth and understandeth me, that I am the Lord Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord Yahweh. So knowing and understanding the Lord, man, there's, a lot of people that have read the scriptures, ever learning, but still not coming to the full understanding of this truth, man. There's even guys that are in the truth that think that, they're on a level and they fall out, man, or they walk away,
Yeah. They're not really in the truth. They just know about it.
They just know about it, right? I'm sorry,
day of the circumcision. And a lot of those of the circumcision are about to get spiritually sliced, diced, and then just excommunicated.
Yeah, they'll be weeping and gnashing.
Yeah, and a lot of them, they don't understand what this is really about. Mm-hmm. I'll say a lot of people I'm saying Israelites that know that there is. We're not talking about regular two-third walking down the street. I'm talking about those that know that they're Israelites. Yeah. A lot of them don't know what they're a part of, what this truth really means.
Oh,
they're just through, man. They think it's about fucking fringes, the nicest garment, a nice big old beard, my wife. I got a Hebrew princess. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm praying every day that the Lord forgives me for my sins, man. Right. I'm praying that my brothers forgive me for my faults. Yeah. I'm praying that I'm being a good, example, a good leader, amongst my peers, man. That's what a good a student to my masters. Those that are above me, who have rule over me. That's what I'm praying, for, man, to please these people and the Lord to forgive me.
Right. When the Lord looks down, man. The Lord looks down upon us, that He sees Himself in us, man. You see, walking in His way and what He would do and the things that He's done. A lot of people don't consider and understand what they're involved in.
All they hear is, you're a king and you're gonna rule in Judah.
All the sweet stuff. How about the bitter?
Exactly. What about you losing your house? You losing family. You losing brothers. All right, so on and so forth. The persecution, the famines. Let's talk about that. But no, that's the what is it? The nastiness of the scriptures.
Yeah.
The ugliness of the scriptures. No one really wants to talk about that. Hey, before the kingdom, we got to go through that shit, man.
Oh yeah, through much tribulation shall we into the kingdom. You know, and judgment is going to begin at the house of the Most High. You know, 1 Peter 4:17.
You got something?
Oh no, you go ahead. You want to say something else?
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because before we, this bypasses. Because you mentioned about examining yourself, right? And this all ties in with because we just mentioned the judgments, right? This is Sirach 18 and 20. Before judgment, examine thyself. So that's what you got to do. Always examine yourself every day. It's a daily process too. It's not something that you do a little here, a little there. No, every goddamn day you got to examine yourself, man. Because if not, all of a sudden you start slipping. Oh, I'll get to it the next day. Now you're a procrastinator, man.
Now you're putting off the Lord.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah,
man. Yep.
you know.
And that can get you smoked.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so it says, before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. Because if you're examining yourself, you're going to do what? Critique yourself, correct yourself. Okay, you're going to try to improve, so that can get you possibly salvation. All right, mercy. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for, because the things that are coming, the Lord, man, look, Papa's coming home soon, man. Papa's coming home, and he's about to destroy a lot of his children, man, for not getting in order.
Right after hearing the word, after hearing the warning, you know. But this is 1 Corinthians 2:15. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself.
You start at 1, or where were you at?
15.
Oh
man, you have 14.
Hold on, what does 13 say? Which things? Start. Do you want to start at 13 or 14?
I can do the 13. It's cool.
What does it say about that? Salakia.
That's okay.
Start at 12.
The Spirit gets what the Spirit wants. Wait a minute.
Hey, man.
We might.
Wherever you want to start, brother.
No,
but at least 12, man. Because
okay.
I think it was 12. We can start at 12.
1 Corinthians 2:12. Now we have received.
Started against Salakia.
Sure.
Down.
1 Corinthians 2:12.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of the Most High.
Exactly. We don't have the spirit of the world. Okay. We got the Spirit of the Most High.
Yep.
And what is the Spirit, man? Because everyone talks about the Spirit. John 6:63, man. This is word. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if we have the Spirit of the Most High, it means we got this word in us, and that means we got to apply what is written.
Yeah, the blueprint.
You got to apply what is written, man. Okay, yeah. to your daily life.
Right.
And you can't pick and choose. All right, what you want to apply? No, you got to apply everything.
The whole volume of the book, all of it. You know.
Mm-hmm. And there's things that you got to apply that you feel very uncomfortable with doing. All right, depending on what brother you are. Some brothers, they didn't like taking correction. They didn't like being under a man. But you know what? In this truth, you're gonna have to. Some brothers, they might have been quiet, but now you're elevated in a position where you're one of the upper brother, an elder brother, so to speak. And now you got to teach. You got to curse somebody out. You may feel uncomfortable doing that, man. Shit, I don't like doing it, bro. And I'm put in a position now where I got to do it. It's crazy. I'm actually a very quiet individual, man. All right. I'm actually the youngest of my brothers, man. I was always kind of in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord got me where I'm at now, man. And then to this day, certain things make me feel uncomfortable. And I sometimes even try to run away from it, man. The Lord he forces me to do shit that I don't like to do.
Well, I mean, that's where growth happens, though. When you're uncomfortable, you got to come out of that shell, you know what I'm saying? And that's where you grow, man. You got to go through those situations. You can't avoid them. You can't run away from them, man. It's best to hit them dead on, man. All right, and get through it. You see, because now, like you were saying, you don't like to do those things, and now that you're doing those things, now you're bringing younger men, teaching them the same way, man. Because what we're supposed to, teach others that they may teach others as well. There's a lot of work to be done here, man. You know what I'm saying? There's few laborers, so we gotta. Hey, this is the position we're in. Let's do it with all our might, man.
Yeah.
First Corinthians 2:12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
Yeah, we things that we teach are spiritual. It's this world can't grasp it. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
It's out of their reach. Yeah,
as the scripture says, I think in 1 Corinthians, the first chapter talks about how this is a foolishness to this world. But the foolish are what? They're going to confound the wise.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. The foolish of this world, which would be us, are going to confound the wise, which is these. That's basically talking about the people with the PhDs. All right, the businesses. Okay, those that are basically in authority.
Right.
The gatekeepers, so to speak,
who are exalted up because they're of this world. The world loves its own, man. Yeah, we're confounding them. You know what I'm saying? With this truth, with the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But verse 14 is 1 Corinthians 2:14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because
it's like you said that the natural man can't receive because these things are foolish to the Most High.
Unto him.
Yep. To that natural man. That's why he can't receive it.
Right.
And ultimately, they're proud. That's why they can't get it. You have to be what we were going into it in class. You have to be as that little child.
Right.
A little child is what? Meek, humble, always listening.
Yeah.
He's like a sponge, man. He just wants to absorb, things. But these people, they think they got it. They have it already. They know all the answers.
Right. You can't tell them anything.
You got it out.
For they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man.
Exactly. A spiritual man can judge all things. And the reason why is just because he's going to go by this.
Right. You got to put this as frontlets between your eyes, man. And filter all the bullshit in the world through these scriptures, man.
And this is why no man can judge him.
Yeah.
Meaning the men of this world.
Yeah.
Because they don't go by this.
Nope.
They don't go by it, okay? So they can't judge that man.
They don't understand it either.
The only ones that can judge, the only ones that can judge each other are the men of the Lord.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, first and foremost, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Yeah.
And then the men of the Lord.
Who is speaking through those men of the Lord.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? He's the mouthpiece. So you should appreciate that when you're being corrected from a man of the Lord,
Let me get that for you.
That's real love. The Lord's, speaking to you, man, but you got to be in the spirit to receive that thing,
Is it Hosea 12:10? Yep. This is Hosea 12:10. I have also spoken by the prophets.
Yep.
And I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. Okay? Point being is the Lord has spoken by the prophets.
Okay, back up.
Yep, you got it, Ak.
Acts 3:21, whom the heaven must receive until the times of restitution of all things, which God, the Most High, hath spoken by the mouth of all his prophets since the world began, man. This ain't nothing new. All right? The Lord has always spoken through his prophets. In Amos 3:7, it tells you that the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. You see? Where that what's it, the cool breeze, not the breeze, the cool in the garden.
Yeah, the cool
how's the word?
Voice.
Yeah, we were there, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we were the voice in the garden. Hold on, let me get it out.
I know. Yeah.
You get the one in Luke though too, because it says that
the cool of the day.
Yep. And it says in the book of Luke that what? prophets were there since the beginning. This is Luke 1.
And 70, like 70 or 71?
Yes, 70 or 71. Let me get
Yeah.
it. This is Luke chapter 1, verse Luke chapter 1, verse, I'm going to start at, I'll be straight to the point, 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Wow.
Okay, so the prophets have always been around.
Yeah.
Even during the time of Adam. They were the ones that were calling Adam out. Because look, the Lord's not going to come off his throne, so to speak. Look, if man were to see the Most High, they would die.
They'll be through.
Okay, I forget what that said in the scriptures, but we would die if we saw the Most High.
Yeah.
That's why Moses, he didn't even see the Most High. He saw the backside.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
and look what happened to him. He changed, where the people couldn't even look at him. They're like, whoa, wait a minute. Hey, it's too much. Put a veil over him.
Yeah.
You know?
This is wow. Well, I'll just get to the point. Exodus 33 and 20, and he said, Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live, man. All right? Because the Most High, he's not gonna look at wickedness. All right. We're not perfect, you see. So we'd be fucking burnt up. He's a consuming fire, man. Do you not understand that? Shit, we need a mediator. We got him, man. It's Yahweh Shai, man. You see? So we got to take heed and be in the spirit, man. Be in the spirit. This whole book is written of him, man. You know?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Is there anything else?
Oh, no.
Well, man, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to, beat a dead horse, right? You get the point. Right? Hey, just take heed to the spirit, man. Yeah. Hey, don't push things to the side. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, listen to what brothers are saying. Listen to the small little messages that the Lord gives you. Maybe it might be on an ad, could be through maybe somebody at work, maybe your parents. All right, maybe it might be something you see on TV. Whatever it is, take heed to what the Lord is sending you. Okay, because if not, man, you might get put to death for it. Simple as that. I mean, I don't have anything to say. The Lord literally could just smoke you for not listening.
Oh, I mean, rebelliousness is the sin is of witchcraft, man.
Yep. And
the Lord's not going to suffer a witch to live. If you're rebellious, the Lord's going to put you down, man. He has no need of a sinful man. You see?
Right.
So take heed, man, so that you can be saved, man. That you and your household can be delivered, man. If you're sincere, and ultimately, if you're of the elect, because the times that are coming in are a time like no other, man. It's Jacob's trouble, and the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So repent, man.
That's right.
You see, it's not time to be fucking around, man. This is real, man. This shit is real, man.
Yeah,
Great death is coming, not only to America, but the rest of the world, man. The slain of the Lord shall be many. He flooded the whole earth last time and only saved 8 souls, 8 people, man. You want to be found among the elect, man. So be a doer of the word, not a hearer only.
That's right.
Follow the spirit. Because if you follow the flesh is going to lead to death, man.
That's right. So,
and with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. Again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and others of great millstone who rule well, who taught us his truth. And salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. Shalom, wa ababa ball.
Shalom.
Until next time, brothers.